Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Let's quickly take a look at the market, see where it is and where it's going, and also look at what we predicted yesterday and how it turned out. Let's get started. Here we are with the fear and greed index, and you can see that we have just got into extreme greed, and I think the markets have found their animal spirits. However, I feel that tomorrow also we might be on the up. Let us look at the next indicator that we have, which is going to be the stock market heat map. And if you look at the stock market heat map, we have seen that most of the money has gone back into the Mag 5. Apple has suffered a lot today. It went down 4.09%. Google has not done that well, but I think Apple and Google should probably recover tomorrow because there are some news that probably has not got as much attention. The focus has been on the Justice Department's action against Apple, but I think the collaboration between Apple and Google for AI in their phones is something that I feel the market has to focus on. Also, Microsoft announced that it's going to come up with the AI PCs, which includes its Surface. So I think the Copilot and AI enablement of handheld devices and PCs is showing us the next step for AI. And when we look at our AI watch list, you will see that the core AI companies have done extremely well and they are leading the pack. So that's what I would like to say here. So all the defensive and everything has gone red. There could be a bit of money rotation. There might be profit taking tomorrow, probably from some of the counters which are heavily green today, like AVGO, but or maybe new money might come into the market. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Right now, I'm not able to predict it. But I would like to draw your attention to the economic calendar. And if you look at Philly business conditions index, it's at 38.6. This is the highest in quite a while. And the Capex index, which is at 23.6, is also a reasonably high number in the recent past. So things have been looking strong out here. And at the same time, the Feds have said that they're going to be patient. So overall, I think the market is looking okay. Remember, all of this happened at 8:30, and we should have seen some evidence of the market weakening. But in the morning, the market was a bit tentative, and then it decided to go up, and then it has settled down a little bit. But overall, post-market also things are looking positive. That said, I would like to take you to the TradingView platform. We are at NASDAQ futures. This is a candle where this is the chart where each of the candle is one-day candle. And you can see that today's candle was a huge green candle with a wide range of trading. And it has moved further away from the line of support for the bull channel. So this is looking good. And the new candle that you see here is the after hours candle. We are up 0.44% after hours in the NASDAQ futures. And if we were to go into the indicators and look at QQQ, again, QQQ opened very high and came down. Overall, it was a net gain of 0.47%. And we are moving further away from the bottom of this, the support channel of the bull channel. So this is again a good sign. And we have resistance on the red line out here. So we are moving towards that in a slow manner. Momentum is also looking good. Plenty of room on the RSI. Very optimistic about this going forward. And also, if you look at the VIX, it has gone down by minus 0.92%. And S&P 500 was up 0.33, again moving away from the support of the bull channel. Dow Jones ditto the same. And then if we have Russell's, is also up 0.89%. And if you look at the put call ratio, it is almost neutral. And I'm going to check the number of companies that are supporting the market at this point of time. So these are the number of companies which are there in the S&P 500 who are right now trading above their 50-day average, and the number is jumped back to 80%. So there is a broad support, and it is looking good at this point of time. Now let's go into genomics, and Bluebird Bio was up 4.29%. And friends, it's the same thing I've been complaining about. Now they say the earnings will come on 21st March. It hasn't come yet. And we don't know the exact date when it's going to come. I hope they don't have any bad news. It's just a question of lack of communication. Illumina was up 3.2%. I'm very optimistic Illumina is going to go up further. I'm going to talk to you about a bullish case for Illumina in the next video. I have already done a video on PACB, which is going to be visible to everybody probably tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock. And I've done a video on AI and genomics, which is going to come out to all the people on day after tomorrow. And right now the members can see both these videos. I would recommend that you join and become a member. I've introduced a new $2.99 per month tier. It's just like a cup of coffee a month, like you're giving me a cup of coffee. Very easy. Please just join up. It'll help the channel. It'll help me a lot. Let us look at CRISPR Therapeutics, which was up 2.14%, still pushing below this diagonal line of support. I believe that CRISPR Therapeutics is trying to create a parallel bull channel. It's an inferior bull channel to the one it was on, and it will be bounded by this red line of resistance, and we'll draw a new line of support below this, and it will continue to go up. Bionano was up 0.95%. Chart is extremely weak. And even with CRISPR, I think the chart is still weak. The momentum is below average, but the good point is that momentum is picking up fast. So that's what makes me feel optimistic about CRISPR. PSEB was up 0.52%. Please check out my PSEB video. ARWR was up 0.25. That is the arrowhead. Beam was up 0.23%. The chart is looking neutral at this point of time. It has been pushed down by the resistance at 35.78, which has held us back for the last so many days. So there's a bit of consolidation happening out here. And if the momentum picks up, then I think we are going to be able to break through this resistance. ARCG was down minus 0.17%. Chart is looking weak. Prime was down 0.41%. Chart is still looking weak. Intelia was down minus 0.47%. Chart is looking weak. DNA was down minus 0.87%. And it is again getting a support from the line of support at 1.14. It closed exactly at 1.14. Chart is looking very weak, my friends. So tomorrow, I don't know what DNA is going to do. Allo was down minus 1.13%. Chart is looking weak out here. Editas was down minus 1.14%. Chart is still weak. Momentum is very low. Verve was down 1.27%, low Verve, low momentum, and chart weak. And Caribou was down minus 4.20%. I'm getting concerned about Caribou Biosciences. It's consolidating within a range. I'm going to just draw a range out here. It's more or less like a flag. This is one end of it, and this is another end of it. And it's moving between these two ranges. I'm going to mark this 5.22 as a support. And we'll have to see when it breaks out from here. But the chart is looking weak. Tomorrow it's likely to break down below this line of support, in my opinion. IMTX was down minus 5.89%. Very weak momentum. Momentum is falling very fast. Chart is looking very weak. It opened very low and came up. That's why you see a green candle out here. Otherwise, it is in a terrible shape. AI watch list was looking mixed because half of them were green and the other half was red. I'm looking at Micron Technologies, which reported really good results. Micron Technology was up. I just remembered one of our users said that this was looking small. So what I'm going to do is, hold on. I've expanded the chart a little bit. I can't expand more than this. But if you look at this chart, you will see the earnings came out really well for Micron Technology. They gave a positive surprise of 266% on EPS and around 8.92% on revenue. As a result, the share jumped up. It's a huge gap up, and the RSI is overbought, so it has got to cool down tomorrow and move maybe sideways or down before it proceeds further. SMCI was up 8.38%. It's the effect of NVIDIA staging a comeback. And Micron's result, SMCI is also doing very well, 8.38%. Chart is now starting to look stronger. Momentum is picking up rapidly. The gap down has been filled. Now we are on the way up. And next, AVGO, which is Broadcom, was up 5.64%. Chart is looking absolutely fine. This gap up is something that I do not like, but that's what we got. Chart is looking good, so we're going to go further up. And then Applied Materials Technologies is up 2.80%. Again, a huge gap up. Chart is still looking very strong. ASML was up 2.05%. Very strong chart. A gap up again. Qualcomm was up 1.90%. A huge gap up. Narrow range of trading. Still, the stock is very strong. The chart is strong. It's going to go up further. ARM was up 1.73%. and post market it's up 0.16%. So ARM is also looking good. It has broken through, and the two lines of support out here are still functioning, and there is no gap up here. It opened very high and came down. A narrow range of trading. RSI is looking good, very nice. Nvidia was up 1.18%. During the day it opened up and then it came down and moved up again. It's looking good. As I predicted earlier, this is the trajectory which it created in the previous bullish pennant, and it's going to repeat the same thing, in my opinion, in this bullish pennant, and it might get a resistance somewhere out here. This is where I peg the resistance, and this resistance should be marked in red, and I'll tell you exactly. It's going to be 950.80. So if we break 950.80, we are going to be fine. But if we don't break the 950.80, then we are forming a bullish pennant here, and we'll see what happens with that. Next we have Microsoft, which was up 0.97%. RSI is looking good, friends. Microsoft may put up even more because they are doing the AI computer thing with Surface and PCs. So they already have Copilot, and Satya Nadella, I believe, is saying that he has got all the information needed to do AI with or without OpenAI. I don't know if it's a rumor or whatever, but they have the technical know-how. So I expect Microsoft to pick up even more. Intel was up 0.52%. Chart is looking weak, and Intel has been getting a lot of money, so I'm expecting Intel to pick up. And if I look at this chart here, despite the fact that it has been going down, I'll show you a little bit of insight that I have here, is that we are on a bullish path here, even though the price has been going down and the candle has been red. If you look at the gain out here, there has been a net gain on a daily basis for the last 3 days, which in my books is good. Meta was up 0.44%, still firmly entrenched in the bullish channel, and chart is also very strong, looking good. Amazon is flat but still on the bullish channel. Oracle was minus 0.18%, and it was down, but it's very strong. There's a huge gap up which is carrying me, along with when combined with the overbought RSI. So I'm worried that there might be a tendency to come down again. But it has got a AI play going on, so that could give it gravity defying powers. FNGU was down minus 0.29% today. But friends, I'm really confused at this point of time, because during the day I thought that we are firmly back into the bull channel, but at the end of the day it came back and settled below this line of support for the bull channel, which has now become a line of resistance of a bear channel. So I am going to look for what happens tomorrow. Momentum is not down, it's above average, but just it's flat. So I'm expecting it to pick up again tomorrow. I sold part of the FNGO. I had small portion just to book the profits that were accrued. And Palantir was down minus 0.33%. As we predicted, it came all the way up to the resistance of 25.44, and I'm predicting that tomorrow we might probably be able to test this resistance again. The momentum is still above average, but it has gone a bit flat. AMD was down minus 0.58%, and we are still below this line of resistance at 184.34. And momentum is dropping, so the enthusiasm for AMD has dropped. They need to come up with some communication, some catalyst to boost their share prices at this point of time after the NVIDIA conference. And Google was down minus 0.63%, and the chart is pretty strong, but the momentum is falling. That's the only problem out here. As I said, Google and Apple can give catalysts to each other and move out. We are back again below the diagonal line of support of the previous bull channel, which has now become a line of resistance for the next bull channel. And Adobe was down 1.52%, and the chart is weak, and our Cloudflare was down 1.60%. The chart is just above average, it's neutral. Tomorrow it's likely to fall further. Tesla was down 1.62%, unable to crack the resistance at 176.45, and unable to crack the resistance at 176.45. It touched the resistance and then it came down, and it closed the day at 172.82. Next, let us look at Apple. Apple has come down significantly today, 4.09%. The Justice Department announcement has got a lot to do with this. But between Apple and Google, they can give catalysts to each other. Apple is intrinsically a good company. So I'm expecting that we might test this support here, the next support here at 168.51. So I would be very interested if we come to 169. At that level, I would definitely like to buy a little bit of Apple to dollar cost average. I think Apple will bounce back eventually. It's a very good company. That said, I think I would like to bring this video to an end. I had a great day today, friends. You should check out my videos on AI and genomics, as well as NVIDIA and PACB. Both are in the members only right now, but very soon you'll be able to see that. I'll catch up with you again in the next video. See you later. Bye for now.